We're going to move towards animalistic movement flow warm-up. So some of the exercises that I already showed you are important to start with, the standing ones, the movement ones. Now let's go to the floor. So we start with feeling the ground. So what you do is first you put your knees down and your spine needs to be up straight. You're not slouching, you're not leaning, straight. Take a deep breath in 3 times. Stretch up. Okay. Here we go. Let's do the cat pose. And what I'm going to also invite you to do is, as you put your hand on the garden, so I'm going to try to work out my wrists. So as you notice, I'm leaning forward. My wrists are feeling a little tense pressure. This is going to make it stronger. Then I relax my wrists and I go down. They call it in yoga we call it the grounding pose, the mother pose. Then I can also twist my hand backwards. So, like this, for our wrist and our palms to get stronger. So move backwards and forward, pace forward and back. Gently, gently, don't go fast on this. Be very gentle. I'll show you from this side. Because a lot of movements in animalistic flow movement are to do on the ground, like how animals walk on the ground, keeping their hands down, their paws. So your hands have to become very strong for this. So I've raised my bottoms up and I'm holding on my, I'm using my strength of the arms and the hands to raise my body. I'll be in this position for another, let's say 20 seconds. You can do some pacing, some rocking. Your shoulder will feel some pressure, but that's okay. If you find this difficult, what you do is just rest down, stretch, okay? Stretch. Put your hands back and let your neck and head go backwards. Now you can feel the neck being supported by your shoulder and your back. Bring your head forward. Move your ankles and your toes. Stretch them. Stretch your toes. Stretch your toes. Flex them. Release. Flex them one by one. Do them one by one. See my feet? Stretch them, flex them. You will feel some tensing of your calves here. That's also muscle forming movement. Every kind of movement that you do will enhance your muscles. Whenever you feel a pain, that means there's some muscle activity going on there. Muscles get stimulated, the blood flow gets stimulated, our body feels active. We start developing our muscles and strengthening or improving our muscle coordination. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. The next one is just sitting down. I'm not raising my bottoms up yet. So it's like I'm now sitting and watching people around, or just take that position like this. And let's start moving our head first. Okay, so you look on the side, then you look at the other. Give yourself a little stretch towards your neck and the other. Remember, the movement needs to be slow. Don't do this fast. Let your hand be stretch your hand backwards. Like biceps. cycling. It's very important leg workout. Rest. There's this. It's like a bending sitting side pose. So one of my knee and my feet put it this way, the other one's like this, and I bend down, hold this position for 5 seconds, rise up, hold, rise up, then I change the posture opposite. This will give you a little good stretch and a twist. For animalistic flow movement, there has to be a lot of stretching movements. The butterfly, I think most of us know this. For those of you who can put their head down, touch the feet, go ahead. Again, let's move to this one. I call it the half bridge or the crab. Call it the crab movement with the crab walk. Let's do the switches. Let me teach you how to do the switch now. So you're like this on downward dog. Take one hand all the way out, turn slowly, and put the other hand there to support. So you're back onto the crab pose. Okay? Let me show you from the front. Turn, position, turn back. You can do it in a 360 also. So as your hands, your arms, your palms are stronger, you can hold on to this position for a little longer. Now I'd like you all to go back to the cat, but from the cat, your knees are going to be raised now, okay? So hands down, touching the floor, toes will. Now you will use your toes to support your movements. Your knees will be raised up. Okay? So all movement here, imagine you're a tiger or a dog if you like. Roar. If you're a tiger, then roar. So once we find that our body is our hands, and arms, our wrists, our knees, our feet, our shoulders, head, our torso, our entire body is, if you feel it tensed, you feel it activated, you feel it stronger and strengthen it and warmed up. Once it's warmed up, then we can practice our movement flow. Get ready, guys. Movement workout for animalistic movement. Let's see. Start with showing you the tiger or the cheetah or an animal that uses all their legs and paws to crawl. Here we go. I like to be a tiger, so I'm going to be like a tiger. I take this position. Remember, you're warmed up very well, so your hands are touching the floor. You can feel it. Now raise your knees up and be in this position. The animal, tiger position. Now let's crawl slow. Slow. When you notice that when you're moving like this, you will automatically feel stronger in your hands, in your arms, in your knees, on your feet. Take a break. Remember, as a cheetah or as a tiger, Next up, I'll show you the ape, the gorilla. So the gorilla walks like this. Again, they're also up with their knees. They use, let me show you. The gorilla use the punch position as palms to walk mostly, and their lower back is quite up and stretched. This is how they sit, flat with their feet. This is the side. You will feel a strain on your knees. Do not worry. When you do it the first time, 2 times, 3 times, it will hurt you, but the more warm up you do, your knees will get stronger. So it's not going to impact you that much. Step, I'll teach you. Let's try the alligator. That's going to be a bit tricky. You all know alligators are very close to the earth and the surface. So I'll show you. They will go further down. Okay, so imagine you're lying down, but you're not going to lie flat. You're going to move, raise your stomach, your knees. Okay, so it's like a push-up position, but instead of doing push-ups, you're going to go forward with your knee going forward like this. Okay, one step forward, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try from this air side. Very close to the earth. You will fall, you will touch the floor, but that's okay. This requires a lot of strength. It's a challenge. I'll ask you to do this after 1 month of practice. I think we all know this one. So practice these movements. I've done 4 of the animal flows: alligator, the dog, or the tiger, you can say. Then I did the gorilla, ape, and then the frog. So use these 4 movements to improve your animalistic flow movements, or we call it the primal movement. When you do these, you will feel your body getting stronger, flexible as anything. Your muscles will get tolerance and strength. Even when you get hurt by falling, you're not going to feel it much because you get used to the floor and the ground by putting your palms all the time. So after this, when you learn all these things, only then you can also learn handstands and one-hand cartwheels easily. For example, so let's practice these first, and then I'll get to the cartwheel and other kinds of movements. Rolls. I forgot to tell you the rolls. These are also important. So to learn these, just go like this. Push yourself down. Remember to do it on a soft surface, not on a hard surface. So gardens or carpets which are thicker, or yoga mats. Try these, okay? And the same thing. Going back. So rolling. when you're running or playing something, it's an easy thing to do. So, as we learn and practice more animalistic movements, we learn how to get as flexible, as animalistic, as stronger in ourselves, smarter and active. Good luck. Keep watching the video again. Keep practicing it every day. Only then you'll see the difference. Take care. Bye bye.